Alright, so for Planet Zoo, we already know that we are getting a new DLC in 2025 at some point within the next 6 months, sometime in 2025. And we've already done a couple of videos going over some concepts of what that pack could be, but some random time in the past week, I was thinking of Planet Zoo and stuff, and I just had this brilliant epiphany. There's this one pack that I thought of that I couldn't really think of anybody else who has mentioned this, and I felt like it was actually a decent idea of what they could do. Maybe not for the next pack, but it could work really well for a final or a finale type pack. But to fully understand it, I want to take you through a little history lesson to fully understand the meaning behind it. So for Jurassic Evolution 2, if you look back at that game, it's pretty evident that by now it is at the end of its support. The last pack that it had was back in May, I believe, last year, with the Park Manager's Collection Pack. Frontier uses as kind of like a grab pack, to grab the last remaining species like Microceratus, Megalodon, just kind of like a collection type pack. And by this, we thought that this would be the same thing for Planet Zoo. We would get some sort of Zookeepers, Animal Pack, or Zookeepers Collection Pack, which figures enough, and is the only time that I'm actually right about DLC predictions, but that did actually happen. So in October of last year, we got the Zookeepers Animal Pack. Take us back even further to Jurassic World Evolution 1, there has also been other packs that did not do this with the other two games, is that we had the Dr. Wu's, I think it was Dr. Wu's Secret Hybrids or something like that pack, and then as well as that we also got the Claire Sanctuary pack, I think, or Claire Sanctuary expansion. So the main thing I wanted to point about here is that the packs were based off of characters in the game. Now, this kind of takes us to what my current prediction is, my new prediction technically. So my idea for this, I am going to predict that the next pack is the Goodwin's Animal Pack. So going into even more backstory, if you go back all the way, if you remember all the way back to Planet Zoo's official launch, when you had the first tutorial, if you remember that first tutorial you ever had when you opened the game, you would recognize that the zoo that you start in for the tutorial is called the Goodwin's House, which is basically just it's the classic zoo. It is the zoo where you're introduced to everything about the game. You're introduced to what you do, the controls, how to take care of animals, everything. It's the zoo that you are first starting in, and it is the first zoo that you are ever in for the rest of the game. Goodwin is Bernie Goodwin, the original main character of the Planet Zoo franchise. It is the character that you are stuck with for the entirety of the scenarios. Now, I think there are a couple scenarios that kind of differ from that. I believe that one of last year's NL packs, because you obviously get scenarios with every pack, but I think one of the packs scenarios was you worked with his daughter. But then there's also a couple other characters like Nancy Drew, which I don't remember what her role is, but she's somewhere in the campaign. I don't play the campaign scenario, so I'm not fully clear on all the different characters, but I do know enough that Bernie Goodwin is the main character of the campaign scenarios, and it has been going on the entire time, out over 18 DLCs. So putting that together with a grab pack animal, a grab pack of a bunch of different animals together, what if the final pack, not the next pack, but the final pack, what if that is a collection type pack of Bernie Goodwin's favorite animals? Bernie Goodwin's favorite animals would really just be the community's favorite animals from the Made-A-Wish list. Not saying that they would be all of take the straight 8 top animals from the Made-A-Wish list, because that would probably be a lot of work. But it would be a way to basically do the recopy of the Zookeepers pack. Basically taking an assortment of animals, some really requested, some just kind of oddballs, but are still really probably popular, and put them together into a nice 7 animal. I don't know what the scenery thing would be, because I think it's pretty clear they're going to stick to the 7 animals and 50 scenery pieces. I don't exactly know what the 50 scenery pieces would be for this pack. Maybe they go back to the 7 habitat, 1 exhibit animals, not quite sure. I wasn't really too satisfied with the Zookeeper pack scenery, so I honestly would prefer if they went back to getting an exhibit animal in here, but that's further from the point. The point is, for the theme, you can bring Bernie Goodwin back for the last pack, the character that started us all. Because come on, you have to admit that it would be cool if the character that started us all of us at that very first tutorial of the game, is the one who ends it all with the final DLC of Planet Zoo. That would be pretty symbolic to me. I feel like that would be pretty good. I'm not going to go into the specific animals, I really don't know, because at this point, if it is a grab pack, it could literally be any animals put together, so it is making it a lot harder to speculate or predict the animal roster, because it could be anything. But that is just the overall theme that I wanted to share. I didn't see this posted anywhere else. I've mostly been seeing stuff more specific themes, I don't know, mountains or Latin America, things we talked about in the other video. If you want to see more commonly requested pack themes, then go to the video in the top right on the iCard, because we've discussed 3 ideas that are a bit more probably likely than this one. But I do think this one would be a perfect statement to end Planet Zoo for the last pack. But anyway, I just wanted to share that. I just thought it was something cool that we could kind of discuss, and I could get your guys' thoughts on it, what you would think that would look like, or if you think it would be a good idea. If you did enjoy this video, if you like the idea, hit the subscribe button because we have more videos, speculation videos coming out in the next couple of weeks or the next couple of months as we continue. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, have a great rest of your day.